Okay, so I want to talk about two little scams that LA Thieves made. Um, so this first one I'm really confused about because they've always been a very good team on vault control at trapping teams in the back spawn, getting the 3-4 down, and then punishing a team by lives and putting them in a scenario where like they literally can't get back in the game. So I want to talk about this real quick. So something I found confusing is how, because I know they have some very smart players on the team. They have a lot of intellectual people on the team. We all know that. I'm surprised kills weren't tracked and certain space wasn't taken. We're highlighting a certain Daniel Ghosty, who is basically like the top communicator on the team. He seems to be like the gel who brings everything together, especially when they're playing respawn. Seems to be like that voice on the team. So they get one down, they get two down, they get three down, and now they get the fourth guy down. Okay, all right. So in a scenario like this, so now you see Hydra pushed up so far. So now you know, like they're spawning in the back, like they're spawning in the back. Like they're not gonna get a P2 spawn. You're not pushed up ammo. They're spawning in the back. So with the space that Hydra has taken, it basically insinuates, at least for me, that nobody could have possibly went past here. No one could have possibly entered this zone, this area here. No one could have possibly entered that area. That's what that tells me. So Ghosty coming off spawn, obviously he can't like actually see where his teammates are on the map, but he could know, like just from the direction he's going in, he could see him on the mini map. Hydra is in a gunfight, definitely calling it out where he is, so you could kind of like put the whole picture together. Like, like you could put two and two together on where he is. You could basically see him. Oh, he's one shot here, whatever. Chase me here. So Ghosty is catwalk right here. I'm surprised Ghosty does not full commit onto catwalk and try to just like completely cut off this angle now, stop anyone from crossing by, and just fully take control of this, especially with the guy number 3 right here. If you died there, 3 got a trade here. I don't even know why Hydra ran away either. Like, I don't even know why. Like, they could have, like, overflowed this side, and if number 1 gets shot at, they could, like, flood this side. Like, that's what I thought they could have did. But even a scenario like this, if Ghosty pushes up, he can now just see there's nobody coming here. Like, this whole line of sight now is covered. So I think the catalyst to this round going downhill is Ghosty not taking the appropriate space that he should have. So he goes on the catwalk and then he goes right back down. And now look, and now number 8, he's like, oh fuck, no one's here. Now he hits the underground route because now Ghosty goes back and then he goes, oh, now I should push. But now he's late. He dies there. Purge is already through. Purge made it through. And Purge is actually the guy who makes like the crazy play here. So he pushes up. Obviously his teammates are getting kills, but he gets the last kill. And now he's the guy in art now. This is the guy that should have been stopped a long time ago when Ghosty was there. Ghosty definitely should have pushed the catwalk. They just got 4 down. They're off spawn in the back spawn. And your teammates already pushed up at the water truck. So no one could even cross by there. What you need to do is get the catwalk as fast as possible and cut off that angle as fast as possible. Bro looks like he actually like ripped a fucking bong like before this game. I'm not even gonna lie. Like he looks like he's like cool, cool, cool. That's how his face looks. I'm not even kidding, bro. It's so funny. I don't know if that's just me, but and then I'm just gonna go to the last round real quick. I mean, like the last round's like a little bit. It's like a little bit less, but I mean it's loose something here. So this one highlights more about Envoy and a play I thought that Envoy should have made. So Envoy actually made like a great play here. So obviously, like you want to be in ammo to get them spawning over on the P2 on the P2 side, P2 side, which is further away. This is definitely what you want to do. So great plays out of Envoy. What I don't like, first of all, but this one I'm gonna let this one slide because the round still plays out pretty good. So he's watching his back right now. So Hydra, they have no presence over here. And if you have no presence over here, I talked about this in a video for members only, just dropped it like a couple days ago. It was like 5 years of at Brooklyn vault control. If you don't have any control here, they're gonna get the close P2 spawn. You know, they're getting the close P2 spawn. Usually, what you want to do is have a guy in here, which gets them spawning over here. But if you have a guy either pushed up here or a guy on the catwalk, that prevents them from spawning close, and it spawns them like on the backside, you know, on the backside, or it'll just like spawn them back there. But that's usually what you want. But they had no one there. Envoy's played this game enough where at the end of the year should know they're getting the close P2 spawns. Unless an actual demon wants to wrap all the way around the back and go get you, I mean, then Godspeed. What you should be doing after 2.5 seconds when they're all spawned up is peeking the back and seeing if they're there. If they're not there, Hydra's in the middle of a gunfight, you could definitely get in a position to wrap and help them like right here, or just like actually just be more proactive in helping them. Instead, you let Hydra die. Okay, whatever. Gonna let that one slide. Now Ghosty's in a streak now. Ghosty's in a motherfucking streak, okay? Ghosty's in a motherfucking streak, okay? He's calling out all four of them. You don't need to be watching your back no more, brother. You know where all of them are at, okay? You don't need to be watching that. You know where they're all at. Okay? Should be doing something here. He's not doing anything. Still watching his back. Hellstorm's still in the air. Calls all them out mid. No way he doesn't. It's fucking Dan Ghosty. He calms everything. He drinks water before he fucking calls in Hellstorms. So now you're in a scenario like this. Your team gets 2 down. Okay, you're good. Whatever. Things are going pretty well. And then one thing right here. Hydra overchells right here. He dies. And now Ghosty now overchells right here. But in the process, he sees 1 and he sees 2. So now you have to assume in a situation like this, Boston's not going to have many opportunities to hit this B site. You just have to know in situations like this. This is why I talk about being decisive, being a decisive player. This is what separates S tier players from everyone else. The decisiveness on the map. To just make quick plays. Fast game we're playing. You got to make quick plays. Got to make quick decisions by hook or by crook. You got to know Boston got 2 down. They're going to go for B now. Like, you know, you got 2 down. They're not going to have many opportunities on A. People strive for this shit. They're not going to have many opportunities on B. My bad. They're not going to have many opportunities. They're playing the old patch too, by the way. You get 2 down, they're going to fly on the point. They're not going to get 2 down and play for more kills. They're getting 2 down. They're making plays for the point. At this point, Envoy needs to be on the move. You don't need to block the spawn anymore, brother. You got 2 down. If I'm Envoy, this isn't even armchair quarterback because this is literally what I would have done. This is literally what I would have done and have done it before in scenarios like this. Wrap right through mid. I would be going underground personally, going underground and fucking boom. Because like they're all mid and they just got kills. So they're expecting you to be back there. They're not expecting you to come all the way back. They are just mid. The last thing they're anticipating is a person to come underground where they just came from. You could either do that or you could do this. Go right through, go there, pop some shots, have them tweak it a bit, you know. Take those routes. You have an SMG. So the last thing you could do when you have an SMG is fucking on the street. They have fucking guaranteed 2 ARs. You see 2 ARs in the kill feed. 3 ARs, most likely, because Purge has an AR. Last thing you want to do is fucking go on the street. He should be, at this point, moving. Still watching his back. I have no idea why he's still back there. Brother, there's a Hellstorm and everything. You should have been on the move. He's still back there. Team's dying. He's still back there. And now he's like, fuck, let me throw SMG shots across the map that aren't going to fucking do anything. And then by then, they're in a predicament. And now they see Envoy. Now they get him. Still didn't do a thing back there. And now the guys off spawn. They got the kills. And now they get the win. What was going on there from LA Thieves? This is your bread and butter map you gotta win. You got Envoy Steve Austin with the goatee. Bro, we gotta make better plays than this, man. We gotta make better plays than this. We're playing like bums, bro. Not being proactive. This is the best thing. This is the thing that LA Thieves was the best at, being proactive on the map. Like suffocating teams on fucking vault control. This is what they've been doing. And now, like, they couldn't do it now against Boston. I know Boston's actually a very good vault control team. Like, don't sleep on Boston in, like, that regard. Very good team. um, at that map. But you gotta win that. You gotta win that. You gotta win that on everything. You just gotta.